I'm going to teach you guys how to catch trades just like this one I'm in now with my funded accounts. After I'm done teaching you the different market phases, we'll go in and find a live trade together and take it using only the market phases. And you will see just how powerful this simple and easy to understand trading concept is. Let's talk about the phases of price because that's a big part of how I trade. All right, and as price is moving up, it's in expansion phase, right? So this is not when you want to be taking a short. You don't want to be taking a short when it's in expansion phase. You want to be either long or on sitting on your hands waiting. And then price will stop moving up. The major word there is stop. For it to reverse, it first has to stop. And what is stopping price action? That is consolidation. So it stops moving. That's the second phase of price. And then after that, it's going to go into the retracement phase. Now, this can be very fast and aggressive price action that moves down, makes for a great scalp. And it's going to usually go to halfway here. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less, but near the halfway of this whole leg up is where you'll often see price reverse. What phase do you think comes after that? If it's going down and it wants to continue up, what does it first have to do? It has to stop moving down. So then it will go into the consolidation phase again. And then it's going to leave that consolidation phase and go back into an expansion phase like that. So that's how the market cycles work. Expansion, consolidation, reversal or retracement, another stopping of price action going down, then it will go into another expansion phase upwards. It could, in some cases, you'll see it go straight back into a expansion phase down, and that will be your first leg, and then it will create the second leg down from here. Now let's look at a live market example here. What phase is this? Expansion. All right, so you had an expansion phase there. What then happened? A consolidation. Dojis or consolidations. You then had a retracement that is near 50% of that. It then went back into expansion phase, consolidation, little tiny reversal, but this leg is smaller. And then a third expansion phase there. And then it goes into a consolidation phase. Now this on another time frame is just one expansion move up right here. It's just a one big expansion move up. If we go to like a 30-minute, we can see there that it's just an expansion phase, followed by a consolidation and then a retracement phase. And then we're doing the stopping action right now. We go to 3-minute, we can see it. So it went down, it went up. It's now retraced. It's probably going to go back into expansion up. If we drop down, we can now find those same exact things we just went over in this price action too. So we had expansion, and then we had stopping action, followed by retracement. Now it's moving up. So we can say that it's probably going to go back into expansion up, right? It had expansion, consolidation, retracement. It only makes sense that it's going to go up here. So let's go ahead and go long. You're going to see the power of this. I'm not using anything fancy, nothing but just simple understanding of price action phases. Just like I do with Bitcoin. Same thing I do with Bitcoin. It's the same. Understanding the market phases leaves me in a position to profit off of it many times a day. Pretty much as many as you want. If you want more opportunities, drop down and find them. But you're going to see here how well this works as it blasts up. There is a small area price that could reject it here, but I expect it just to go through it. Just as Bitcoin's going up, you had an expansion phase up, stopping action, retracement, consolidation. So it's only the only thing left after you narrow it down, right? You can only be doing 3 things. So if you understand expansion, consolidation, expansion upwards, retracement, stopping, expansion. You just have to wait a second and after the stopping and see which way it's going. And then depending on the time frame, if using a high time frame, it can go hundreds of points. And voila, there's your live example. I'm gonna go ahead and scale out here. A little tip for you guys, scale out of your trades. Don't be greedy. Lock it in. Like right now, I've locked in the trade. No matter what, from this point on, I cannot take a loss from this point on. Even if prices to come all the way back down and stop me out, I would still be in a winning trade and I will still win and I will not lose. So it only makes sense to scale out, right? I scale out at around 2 times my initial risk. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little more. Okay, so I've locked it in. All right, so there it is, guys. I walked you through the phases of the price action to catch really good trades. So you watched me enter with 4 contracts, you watched me scale out, all of it. Using nothing fancy, just simple understanding of how market phases work. It's very easy, guys. A lot of people are overcomplicating this with very complex strategies. I don't think that's absolutely necessary, although I have studied them myself and thousands of hours watching YouTube videos. Probably wasted a lot of time, but nonetheless, I now have the knowledge that I am willing to share with my fellow trader. All right, so here is the trade that we took in this video. Still going, guys. We entered right here, right? Based off the fact that we understood that expansion took place, stopping price action, retracement, only one thing left for it to do. It was either going to go into expansion downward, but it didn't do that, did it? No, it started doing expansion upward, so we entered long. I know where price is going because I understand the redelivery systems in the market, but either way, you could have held this trade for at least 25 points and been cool with it, right? Before it did this retracement. I just knew that this retracement was going to take place, and I understood that it went into another cycle, expansion, consolidation, retracement, started expansion back up. No reason for me to exit. So if you want to learn how to trade like this, I'm doing something out here that is completely unique, that no one else is teaching, no one else is doing, because I understand the redelivery system. I understand how these algorithms actually work in the market. A lot of people are teaching some very overcomplicated, very confusing strategies that will just end up leaving you extremely frustrated for an extremely long a time, maybe even years. So if you want to join me, I have a Discord. I will put the link to it in the description. If you're interested in learning from me more, this is where you're going to do it. This is where I break down and give it all. On YouTube, you're not going to see me breaking down my exact strategies because I don't want it to be spread out and everyone to know what I'm doing. I want a very select few people to understand how I'm trading. So if you want to check out that out, I stream 6 days a week. We trade together, we win together, we will not fail, and we will succeed. So if you want to be part of that, I will leave the link in the description. But if you want to get funded, like I am, with prop firms that you can trust, make sure you check out my website. It is verifiedfundingcompanies.com. I have the best discounts in the game for traders. By traders, I 100% guarantee the prop firms that I have on my website. So that means if you use my code and or the link before you purchase a evaluation of one of these companies, I will pay you out. If for some reason they refuse to pay you out and you follow the rules, I got you. Don't stress it. I will make sure to pay you out what they were supposed to be paying you out. All right, and that's a wrap, guys. Just want to show you the power of understanding the market phases. I will see you guys in the charts.